Just when I thought I was ready. Hello. Did you see that? It willingly leapt off the tiny table that I've given myself. I do need to see it because I want to see who's in the chat to welcome you all to Jamming in Jimjams. I don't need those on because I'm working around those little problems we have every week. So how are we all on this fabulous Tuesday? Let's have a little look and say hello. Tom, Eddie, Richard, Andy, Davy, the Hug Monster, hugs to you. Yes, and did I see Wagyu in there? Or am I making it Robert Schultz? Hello, sir. Did I make that up? I totally made it up. Oh, no, I didn't. There he is. I thought so. Hello, hello, and welcome. And Thomas, Thomas. I think I've said hello to everyone and welcome. What is happening with the weather? If you're in the UK, maybe you're in Europe as well. Lee, hello, almost. I think I've said hello to everyone that I can see, which is good. So if you're watching and not commenting for whatever reason, hello to you too. Yeah, it's got cold. So I'm upgrading my Jamming in Jimjams kind of attire to include this rather spiffing addition here. It's as close to a cravat as I've got, and I found it whilst tidying a wardrobe, which has lots of hidden joy, lots of old tour t-shirts from when I was a roadie, and festivals and things, including my Montreal Jazz Festival t-shirt from 2009. Don't know, it's an awful t-shirt, it's not a very good one. Anyway, we do these things, we live with this stuff. Too hot, Robert. Yeah, do you know what, actually, it was cold earlier, it's kind of warm, yeah. You got your dressing gown on. I brought mine in, it's on the chair, sort of below. Anyway, so that's hello to everybody and welcome to Jamming in Jimjams. Let's do a quick check. How is the voice? Is it nice and loud? How was the synth? Is that also nice and loud? Is one louder than the other? Did I stop it? Is it still going? No, it's still stopped. What do we do for levels? 28.1 degrees in your cave. Wagyu, where are you? You have a cave? I want a cave. Ding dong, Jason Maggs. Can I just say, everyone, I actually, Jason Maggs is a dear friend of mine from my day job, and he gifted me this the other day. And I hope it's okay to use because I'm going to. Let me get a little top-down action on that one. So I don't know if you all remember these. They were everywhere. They were quotes from your favourite film or kind of series, and this is a carry-on in your pocket, and you press a button and. You get a little snippet.
Ding dong, carry
on. Who doesn't need a bit of Sid James in their life? So anyway, so that's on the desk for so thank you, Jason, who will be leaving my place of employment this week. Sad days, but that won't be the end of our union, I fear not. Or I'm glad to say, woo, I don't know that. Thomas, yes, it's a very particularly British, very un-PC really. 60s, they went into the 70s, they went too far, I think, in sometimes. It's called Carry On. And there would be, you know, there was Carry On Spying when the James Bond films were quite popular. There was Carry On Dick, which is about Dick Turpin and that sort of highwayman kind of things. Carry On Screaming, I think, is still my favourite, which is like Frankenstein's monster. Yeah, and that's actually, I think that's actually quite enjoyable. There's a couple that, you know, yeah, that push the boundaries a little bit, and I don't think, you know, you couldn't certainly make those films today. But there we go. They're a bit of, yeah, Carry On is a cult, Davy the Hug Monster. It is a cult. And it's some of us grew up with it. Carry On Camping. Andy, I know the bit you're thinking of. Barbara Windsor. What say? Anyway, Frying Tonight. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Hi to, hey, Jason saying hi. Oh, Gaz, did I see? Oh. Hello, Gaz. You're hiding. I can't see you on the chat unless you've come in. Yes. Yes, Robert Schultz. Hey, Jason. Yes. Yes. So, hello, Biscuit. Good evening. Okay, so we've done that. Everything's kind of fine. What are you drinking tonight? And how are you drinking it? Tonight I am drinking a... Look at that. Is that right? I found a decent use for the GoPro, and I quite like that, although it doesn't focus. This is a peppermint and licorice served in a mug, the Kings and Queens of England from 1066. Oops, hello, come on, get it in there. It's very difficult to sort of ending in His Royal Highness King Charles III. I'm not a royalist, but this was a gift from my father. So thanks, Daddy. Indeed. So that's what I'm drinking there. As a backup beverage, we all need one of those, I've got in my Wrexham lager. Of course, you do know the Wrexham connection, right? Gaz and I are both from Wrexham, and we met in college. Yale, of course. We both studied at Yale. And the Wrexham brewery has become something rather special. So if you've not tried Wrexham lager, it was based on a German recipe which was imported and, you know, in the 19th century. Unfortunately, it was then taken over by a large brewer, which I think, if I remember correctly, was Hofmeister. Oh, I've got a cat in here because he was being annoying. Can you hear him? Jackson. He's trying to... That's not a cat flap. Anyway, so I've got in here... Dandelion and Burdock. To go with the Carry On. You see? You see how that works? Anyway, so what a carry on. What a carry on indeed. Hello, Gaz. It is, you are there. Brilliant. Okay, so we're all present. Do I let the cat? I'm not going to let you out. You wanted to come in here. Now, if you follow me on social media, you will know that I have fallen down a rabbit hole. Well, actually, even last week I did mention it, of a certain video game, leading me to think it's okay to buy this hat. Yeah, I know. So, Red Dead Redemption 2. I've gone a bit cowboy crazy. Although to be fair, before I was watching Red Dead Redemption, before I was playing Red Dead Redemption, I did start watching Deadwood, which is a phenomenal modern, I say modern, it's 20 years old, Western series HBO did. I guess around the same sort of time as The Sopranos, 2004. Yeah. So it's of that quality. Ian McShane. Oh, what a character he plays, and what a phenomenal actor. So anyone else? Any Western fans in the house tonight? Good indeed. Yes, indeed, Steve. A classic brew. John Wayne, yeah. That matches your under. Gaz, how did you... It doesn't. It literally doesn't. I'm not going into detail, but they are not the same colour. So, anyone else want to chime in? Well, as we've kind of reasonably started on time, haven't we? Oh, yeah. Yeah, 10 minutes. So that's four minutes. I wanted to do something with my audio. So I've dug out the iPod. For some reason, I can't loop. You know, you used to be able to do these sort of things with MP3 players where you should loop a single track over and over again. I don't know how to do it. Oh, ding dong. Is it? Anyway, you did see that. Right, let's get on with the synth thing tonight. Jamie, hello, sir. Right, I went, time to clean your books, you dirty cowboy. Oh, your boots, not your books. Actually, Pedal Crush is there, because I'm doing something with pedals at the moment, and Push Turn Move is down there, not you can see it. But, who's got the new Moog book from Kim Bjorn? Who's got that? Anyone got that yet? I haven't got it yet. I'm just wondering if how many of you've got it. It's the green one. He is scratching the door. Okay. Well, while you decide, well, I am going to lock you in the house because you've been fed and you're just being fussy. I know you are. Look. Oh. He's got a bit of screen time, doesn't he? Yeah? Is that better? Yeah? No. You're slight. Oh yeah, you are enjoying that. Look, we've got guests there. We need to behave ourselves. If you can go inside, find yourself a nice spot and have a little lie down. I'll come and see you later. There you go. All right. Right. Excuse me. It's all going. I tell you what. I'll switch to the extreme cat close up. Right. I'm going to throw you there into the kitchen. Bye bye. Bye bye. Because, of course, I'm not making the same mistake that they do on the classic ones where you hear about people walking around with their microphones on, still connected to the PA, and all sorts of shenanigans going on. Anyway, right, so, an address confirmation form thing on Kickstarter. Oh, you did? Okay, so it's... I thought they were, Peter, hello. I thought they were kind of shipping now. So basically they haven't quite shipped. Okay, I don't feel so bad then. Yeah. Okay, so what are you drinking? I told you what I was drinking. What are you drinking? I want to see some red wine, some beer, some Portuguese red. There we go. That was what I was expecting. Fabulous. Okay, so we've got that. Right, you are buzzing. I don't know why. I think it's because I've been back to work today and I've seen people and I've had to talk to them, and it's kind of like done that thing. Maybe the combination of drinks is doing it. Anyway, right, I'm going to put my headphones on, which means I'm going to mean business. I'm going to put the top-down camera on and we're going to get to business. Okay, so you can still see me, right? So I have ripped everything out of my modular unnecessary for this thing. So flow is, as you can see, nicely in the middle there. We can zoom in a little bit, but I thought it'd be nice to see more or less the whole kind of my whole modular. Look at this, that's clearly just the panel that I want to put on that. And I do need to revisit the color at some point, but let's focus. So flow, and I've got the manual as well, which I've put in here somewhere. So what have we got? We've got a nice little sequence coming out of PAMs, because no patch is complete without PAMs. A patch without PAMs is like going commando, which sometimes can be quite exciting, but generally is a little bit uncomfortable. No. Perhaps I should just go for a single note. That's kind of nice enough. Okay, so we can all hear that fine. Is my hard Wi-Fi. How's that? Is that good? Glass of water, yeah, fantastic. Even in winter. Paris is hot. I like that, Thomas. That's a line I should have taken. cable end. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing now. Anyway, right, so that's the pitch with no flow, right? Let's just take that out there for a minute. So the first thing we can do is we can right, I am going to have to remove my glasses because I can't see close up with them on. Right, turn the... Okay, right, so let us now select the sine and we're going to output that into, okay, let's just go through the shapes. Notice it's going from red to green. Oh, that works well. And in time. Okay. So, bye. Now, we could also take the crest of that, because I think it's set to bipolar. So, let's just take the top half of that. And you're left with the bottom. A bit fuzzy. Is that too loud? General painter, oh my goodness. Oh my god, that's amazing. So obviously I'm just changing the octave with the quantize on. Hey Cressy! Welcome, enjoyed your set the other night, actually last night. I went back and listened because I came in too late. I was setting up in here and recording. Oh. See what I was... pleasure, absolute pleasure, it was really cool. Okay. Now then, let's go and mess up by using the triangle from Nostalgia, and we're going to mess with the depth. Yes, yes. As you can see, it's glowing, so you can actually see it taking the rate. don't think this seems to be doing anything. Maybe that's not. Okay, that's disappointing. Where? I think it's a gate, so. What I was going to do here is go back to just now. Where's that gone? Oh yes, bring it back in, so. Okay, let's turn it off for a minute. I'm tempted, but no, it's not. Let's keep this kind of a little bit more in tame. So the output of this, which you heard, I'm going to now feed that into the stir, so stirring the pot, as it were. And I believe it's the bottom one. He says, looking at his phone for Richard to. So let's try and. Just got one thing coming out there. Yeah, I remembered. So, the idea was that I was going to bring in a sort of, you know, into the actual, and use that as a modulator for the flow. Okay, so should we start? So I've shown you a little bit about what the flow is capable of. We might use this camera. I'm not quite sure. It is, you know, sort of valid. But before we continue, the sounds of weird and wonderful. Sounds like a drunken merry-go-round, a Mary Berry. It tastes weird. I mean, if you've never tried this, I can't explain to you the flavour. Burdock is a root. It's supposed to have medicinal properties. That's in a sugary drink. There'll be no goodness in that. Anyway, let's go back to this. All right. Let's see where our wondrous jam is going to take us. It's like it's a bit. What is actually? I think it's just. No, it is just drunk. Okay, right. Start. I almost want to use the. I'm going to do it. Sorry, I want that filter, and there's nothing can stop me. Well, then, actually, maybe I can still do. Let's take that off and use that as a mixer. Oh, hello. Nothing's happening. I've killed it. I have killed it. It's because the output's gone. I am an idiot. Oh, okay. I need another cable. Is that how this works? Just plug things in. Right, okay. Mind as you go. How do we go now? Right. Definitely going to use this to sort of. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Some things. Right, I think nice little bit of a swing there happening. Oh, let's stick it. Right, let's get that kick going, shall we? Oops. Don't like that. I'm going to use going to sample those from there. I love these. Hey Simon. Hey James. Needs more donk. Everything needs more donk. I've run out of cables. All right. Let's get some delay going. I think I do want to keep that auxiliary, but something decent length. Do like a bit of length, don't we? To our cables. Oh. Yeah. It's filthy. The whole chromatic range by Dreadbox just gets dirty quickly. It distorts and it shows you. What if we had some sort of LFO to adjust the time? Imagine if we had that. We don't have to imagine because we've got one. Okay, let's take the inverted. Whoa. What filth. Damn it. Ooh. You know I've run out of mixer inputs, don't you? Every week, and I've got that patched in. Let's see if we can do something about that. Oh, let's go patch the LFO from Nostalgia into the wave shape of flow. Yeah, go short then. Sounds like something off a David Lynch film, isn't it? Sort of packed random things in random places and see what they're doing. On the roll here. Output somewhere. Yeah. Yeah, flats. Jamie, just for you, plats into the Qubit RT60, and I'm also feeding from that into clouds, so it's a bit, you know, Mutable Instruments joy. Who wants that on his alarm clock sound? Would you get up? And that's apart from the filter, that's all the Dreadbox stuff being modulated to hell by flow. Right. In the absence of ebb, I'm going to use the FEG looped to modulate the filter. Right, let's bring the Mutable Instruments back in. Oh yeah. go. David Lynch House Party. Modulating that. So plats. Going through clouds. It's gone 70s science lab, psychedelic science lab. A bit more. Yeah. Don't know if that's actually doing anything. Oh, hang on. That's just... No, I'm lost. That's just, yeah, the effects. Which is... So it's not going into anything like the filter, anything interesting. What we can do is throw a trough from into the model so we get a bit more movement. Thirsty work tonight. Hey, Pseudo. Welcome to Chaos Land. Kind of reminds me of Akira, the bit where the toys come alive, but obviously a lot more modern, a lot more. Hey, James. How's the hi-hat in there? That's weird. That's not a hi-hat. Where's the noise coming from? Is it? It's definitely noise, right? So bizarre. Go around again, isn't it? Oh, Steve, thanks for joining us. That was a bit I recorded that one properly, so I can maybe cut it up and make some. I don't know where I would start with that. That was kind of bonkers, wasn't it? Some really seriously weird sort of avenues that took me down. I think it's the case when you've got, you know, a whole bunch of modular Jamie talking to you and people like you who have maybe tested the water and gone, nah, I don't get it. I was you. I really was until Pam's. Pam's changed my life. But it's because you kind of think of it in terms of reinventing the wheel, and it is not. It's so much better than that, and that's why you have, you know, the sort of hardcore modular people who are kind of at the extreme. We're not at the extreme. We're doing it for fun. So, hello, DJ Normal Norman, making spaghetti. Yeah, we were making spaghetti tonight, and we've successfully made, David Lynch's favourite, disco linguine. But it's about modulating, I think. For me, it's about taking an envelope or an LFO and doing something, you know, a little bit different with it. I mean, and as you heard, yeah, okay, so I started by modulating the pitch. Was that what I was doing? I can't remember what I was doing now. The pitch, and then we developed from there when you can actually modulate the root source, so your LFO in this case. Let's put that on top again so you can see it. So you can modulate your root source, and there's so many different variations of what you can do, and especially the stir thing. What a great idea! Then it does open it up, and obviously had it synced with PAMs. So there's a few things in there whilst we were jamming that really sort of helped nail that polyrhythm, I suppose. Is it polyrhythm? It was certainly swung anyway. I don't think it was particularly poly, but yeah, it's a kind of thing. Psychedelic experience listening to that in the bath. Yeah. I don't know why, it just does it. For me, and again, it's my love of the BBC Radiophonics Workshop and all those shows from our childhood. I mean, we were bathed in EMS, right? All the BBC stuff. BBC Radiophonics Workshop, I mean, EMS, right? So that kind of stuff. Excuse me, dry throat. Oh. Yeah, and when you then have the option to, modulate things like, on plats, let's go back to the top down. On plats, where you've got, I'm modulating the model of the oscillator. This is a multi-oscillator. So each one of these, stop that for a minute. Each one of these little lights is a different oscillator type. Now this is if you're familiar with the Arturia Microfreak, that's taken this idea as its starting block and built a keyboard around it. So you've got the same models to a degree. So there's all sorts of stuff in here. And at the end, so you go green, red, and then orange. And all of these are DX7 voices. So you can actually have, that kind of classic. I've just thrown my phone on the floor. It's going to be one of those nights. What was the... Let's leave that there. And I think that's... If I do it like there we go. I can be the... out of the way. Yeah, so I've lost... I tell you what, you may have noticed my desk is smaller. You may not have, but I'm telling you now, so you will have noticed it. Because I'm still not 100% sure I finished the video. I did. I finished it last night, but I need to watch it and piece it together and see if I can do it better. I may need to do that. It's been a while, but... Yeah, okay. Yeah, kids back in school. But, I mean, my kids are pretty good, to be fair. They're away in France with their mum at the moment, which is good. Carry it in your pocket. I don't think they make them anymore. Anyway.
Well, don't just stand there, man. Get it out. Get it out.
Kenneth Williams. He's related to Gaz, Kenneth Williams is actually Gaz's uncle. Let's start that rumour, shall we? Because I didn't realise that until the other day he was Welsh. So, back to what we were doing. So, the joy of having, various different ways to modulate. And I didn't even get the mults out, but you can actually just take the signal, which you can't merg. Oh, it is why we say merg. It's exactly it. Oh, and little old lady. No, that's Cholton and the Wheelies. That's a different thing. I always get Cholton and the Wheelies and Will-O-Wisp mixed up. But yeah, that's a beautiful sort of memory. Well narrated cartoon, or well, claymation, not claymation, but yeah, certainly stop frame. So, yeah, he is. No, you haven't, Cressy. Oh, okay. Evil Edna, that's who I was getting it mixed up with. Richard, that's exactly who I was doing. So, we've definitely gone crazy. Did I miss anything important in the chat whilst I was jamming? Have I finished the video yet? You asked me that. I finished filming the video. Now I probably won't. I'm so exhausted from having a wonderful weekend in Salisbury, or near Salisbury at the weekend, near Stonehenge. You could taste the stones in the air. I had a wonderful weekend with friends who absolutely ruined me and the kids, and just it was just great. Just totally relaxed. So we came back early on Monday morning. So I spent less time than I had planned to, but I feel quite relaxed, which is definitely needed. So yeah, I'll keep you posted on that one. But I think I've got the weekend to do the edit, so I'm not really worried about that. I think it'll happen quite quickly. And I'm gonna bang out another one straight after it, because I think I've got the wheels on the track and they're moving. So that's it. Do you know what you're doing? No, Robert, I didn't really know what I was doing. Well, I kind of did. That's not fair. And again, like I say, this wonderful module here allows you to take out and put in. So I was really going as hard in with the flow as possible to make that weird thing. The fact that it was in time though, so odd. Bizarre piece. I couldn't have made that with this lot. I just couldn't have. And I think that's I was off. I said I couldn't have made it with this lot, because you do things differently with modular, and that's the beauty of modular. You do it absolutely different. It's alive. It was alive, Thomas. It really was. Needs more donk. Yeah. Okay. I think I've caught up now. Gaz, you still with us? Oi, RT60. Oh, God. He gave me that and said, give me some money for it. I said, yeah. Sorry, Gaz. I still owe you. It's okay. Anybody want to buy it? Do you want to just swap it for a Dyson vacuum cleaner? Anyway. Yeah. And that's it, Jamie. You can do things. And you wouldn't probably do that in any other way other than with, having two outputs from a module. It's an oscillator, so you plug it through the chain. So you go through a VCA, you've got an envelope modulating the VCA, and then you've got a filter between that, and then maybe some effects afterwards. And that's a standard chain, right? But you don't have to do that with modular. You don't have to do that. You can just literally take the output of the oscillator, and you can plug it straight into the mixer. And then you can modulate the oscillator in different ways. And you saw I was just modulating the model. So I was changing the model type depending on where the LFO fell. You can do you got harmonics on there as well. It's a cracking module. Yeah, and there's loads of if you can't find an original, I've got an original. There are plenty of clones out there. The fun of modular, yes, James Dyson, the fun of modular, and it is, absolutely. Right, I'm missing any other Rustic. Hey, Rustic, how you doing? So yeah, that's the joy of modular. It, absolutely well said there, James. Really is the joy of it, and I don't do it enough because there's 100 million other things to be doing. But every time I dive in, I get lost, like tonight, and something absolutely odd happens, just like tonight. Yeah, Rustic, that's good. That's good. And she'd want you to. She'd want you to as well, and she would absolutely be a big support. I mean, I know we'd all probably support you as well. So do it, do it. Do it for the right reasons. Tonight, before things were going on, I was still had her kind of chat in my head about the stuff like, oh, what's going to go wrong this week, Jason? And I think it's been quite well behaved, actually, for a change. Yeah, I managed to catch Andy twice the weekend accidentally. I picked up my phone just to check something, and I saw that you were, so I nipped in and out again. Unfortunately, I couldn't stay too long. But yeah, it's sounding good, man. It's sounding really good. I'm really enjoying your album as well. I actually am. Listening to that, to wind down. The guitar tracks especially, the sort of more mellow one. I think, is it track 4 or number 4? Very, very liking that. I think that's my favourite. Brilliant. I mean it. So we've gone round a whole hour. Imagine that. Imagine that. 56 minutes. So if I play out now, don't touch anything. Everything's worked better this week. Oh, it's you know, the week it worked best, which was the Inky, the Lisa tribute show. I had the microphone, which is actually holding a piece of cardboard up there to put a shadow on top of a screen. So I can't use the mic up there. That's what and that was going into I was using Total Mix. So tonight I can't hear my microphone. I've gone straight into the 8M. But if it works, I'm not going to worry about it. I mean, I don't need to hear myself talking. I can do that in the room, right? So, yeah, it's a good one. Good. I'm glad you all enjoyed that. Yeah, and actually, yeah, it's good. 3-way jam using jam. Yeah. So when you do that, Andy, when you do like a jam, is it just your video that we see, but we hear the other performance, or did I just sort of like tune in when it was on you? How does the video side of it work? Krusty, I'm not going to, because it's a small modular on top of a small table, because I took the tabletop into the kitchen just in case I need to bring it in to film again. So I'll leave it in there. Oh, can I leave it in there? I might take it to my dining room, just so that everything's. I don't know why I did that. I could just match it up on the. Anyway, I did. That was a thing. There we go. Give it time. 3 lots of audio and just your video, yeah? Okay. Brilliant. Okay. Well, thanks again for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed it. Remember to get yourself a carry-on. What was that? Matron, take them away. I do like that one. And we've got a... Oh.
Well, don't just stand there, man. Get it out. Get it out.
Anyway, so James. Brilliant. Okay, so I am going to now play out. Oh, Wagyu. We have to sort something out. We can get one to you. Are you coming to any events? Maybe we can just hand you. I can gift you mine. How about that? Inky forever for sure. The fart machine, real touch of class. Yeah, yeah. Excellent. Now planned right now. Okay. Well, get planning. We've got a few things to look forward to. Right. I'm going to restart this thing. And I've unplugged some stuff and see if I can get us a little bit of 10 minutes. Don't forget to like this video, please. Share it. And until the next time, don't drop your modular on... whip it out. I think, well, until the next time, whip it out. That's the one, isn't it? Get it out, man. Get it out! Right. Here we go. Oh. Thanks, Jamie.